I'm not on the computer. So let me go ahead, get on here. How y'all doing today? I am pretty exhausted. I've kind of been doing a lot of like readings today. So I'm a little bit drained, but I got to take a break and eat, so I feel a lot better. I'll give everybody like a minute to come in and everything, but I hope that you guys are doing well. I am a lot more relaxed I think than I was a little bit earlier ago. Today was like a little bit like weird is the way that I'm gonna answer it, but I was just mainly doing readings. So I have so many cups over here. So hello everyone. Let me just like look up the live real quick so I can actually see what you guys are saying. Doo-doo-doo. Hello, let me just share this with copy the Patreon so they can join us. How is everyone doing? What is going on? My voice is like a little bit like because I literally just been doing readings. It's definitely been a lot, but we're getting it done. Okay. Let's see. Paste and then so for the weekly community oracle poll, as always, this is the time where, I mean, if you guys remember when I used to do this in the weekly healing circles, it just used to be like a lot longer, where we would do we would focus on doing some oracle polls within the live, but it was just, I had to kind of change it because of like the lives would end up being like 2 hours and stuff, which was a lot. So I wanted to just start doing more lives for you guys. So we're going to be doing more of that. Seriously, my voice is like gone today. So I wanted to have a specific live just to do community oracle polls, so that way if you guys want a reading that is like at a low cost, you guys can just get your messages this way. So the way it works, if you're a Patreon member or a channel member, it is already included in your I guess in your channel package, I guess is what it was called. So you can go ahead and ask your questions for those who are Patreon members and channel members. For those who are not and want to get oracle reading, you could just drop a super chat and then ask your question and pick your deck. So I'm going to go over the deck so you guys can know which ones you can ask with. The first one is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. The next one is the Isis Oracle. Okay. Then we have the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, the Archangel Raphael Oracle deck, the Mary Queen of Angels Oracle deck, the Flower Therapy Oracle deck, the Butterfly Life Changes Oracle deck. This one's really dope. The Romance Angels Oracle deck, the Archangel Gabriel Oracle deck, and the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. Those are the options for this week. I'm literally waiting for this really dope deck that I ordered, I want to say like a couple of weeks ago. I've been like waiting for it to come through. But I know that when you order like decks from someone who's like making them, like they do take a second to print and stuff, and I kind of like did a little bit of the pre-order and stuff. So there will be a new deck and tarot deck coming soon, guys, and it's gonna be really dope, and I'm really excited for it because you guys are gonna get to see it just as much as I'm going to get to play with it, and I'll be using it in readings and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to share that with you. Hi all, hope everyone's week has been better than mine. Oh my god, what's been going on with you for this week? Are you okay? Yeah, this week was like gonna be a little bit crazy, and babe's gonna be in the background. Like, I wanted to do this live from the bed because I just feel like I just wanted to feel the cushiony from the bed. So I was like, I'm doing it on the bed. Mm. But what happened? What's going on? What happened this week? I mean, this week, you know, with the weekly healing circle and everything, like the cards that we pulled, the beginning of the week was gonna be a little bit like a little bit like a shit show. So I'm not surprised that, you know, things have gone down and popped off the way that they have. But I feel like this month in particular is just a little bit it definitely has a little bit of a different energy than January, I would say. This month has a lot of potential because I think that if you look at this month from an astrological viewpoint, because it's very Aquarian energy concentrated, this is a really high point of the year, and I think that this season is setting the tone for a lot of the things that are coming and happening for the rest of the year, just because Jupiter's in Aquarius and Saturn's in Aquarius and everything. Um, so this is a very critical time. I feel like a lot of things have been happening. They're in like in a weird divine timing kind of way, where the truth and the way that things get revealed at the end are like, you'll find out why later. Like, it's one of those, I don't know how to explain it, but like that's the way that I've been noticing things have been happening. It's like you'll find out why it needed to happen this way later. You'll like look back and you'll be like, oh, that's why that, you know, that's why that had to happen. So yeah, that's kind of like the mood for this month, even though literally it's just been 3 days into the month, and it's been this a little bit, you know, chaotic. So yes. So let's pull some cards. Let's see what's going on. Let's you see? Stormfields. It's a little bit chaotic. Like I don't, there's something about this beginning of the week that's just a little bit weird. It's a little bit all over, but this is hella Oya energy, and it's the number 9 too. So this is hella Oya energy. So it's kind of interesting. You see Golden Palace. You see, this is what I mean. It's kind of like there's a reason why it's happening. It's like you have to go through the storm to get to like the Golden Palace, to get to that place where things are good. That's my conspiracy theory for the day. Honestly for the month. Like, I think that things are just gonna be a little bit chaotic, a little bit weird, a little bit, you know, random. And I'm not surprised. I'm just not surprised. And I think a lot of this energy is coming from Saturn too, because you have to understand when it comes to Saturn's energy, and now that Saturn moved from one sign to another, it has to start causing a ruckus a little bit, because when especially for those who are having their Saturn return right now, because, you know, Saturn is in Aquarius, you're definitely going through a restructuring of your normal life, restructuring of where you live, of your family life, your relationship, your friendships, your job, like all of these kind of things. Everything is kind of like breaking down, and I'm not surprised that, you know, it feels like a storm right now. It feels very chaotic. It feels like there's a lot of death and change and transformation right now. And wait, I didn't even, hold on. Let me actually pull up the astrology chart for the day, because there's also, we're also supposed to have a lot of things happen during the moon in Scorpio energy, and the moon's in Scorpio. So there you go. Hello, Lana. Hello. The moon is in Scorpio, and I told you guys this in the weekly healing circle. When the moon was gonna go into Scorpio, there's a lot of just chaosity in the air. I pet sit on the side, and one of the dogs passed away. Oh no. For me, death comes in threes, and this was the number 2 since December, and still working through grief about both. Oh my God. Oof. That's definitely wow. Like, wow. That's definitely hard. You know what one of the things that kind of happened to me recently, as far as like me having a conversation with an Aquarius. He ended up, for the past couple of like months, one of the things that's been happening to him is that his friends would pass away right after they had like hung out or, you know, done something together. And he was telling me the story about the last one who passed, and I was just like, so why is death following you? Like, I just looked at him, I'm like, so why is death following you? I'm about to pull out my tarot deck on you, because I got very curious as to why, you know, death was kind of, you know, he was so close to it. Like, it was just really, really interesting to me what was happening. And it was interesting because right after that happened, because we were talking a little bit about astrology. This is the same roommate that was hitting on my sister, by the way. I was telling him about how Jupiter, and, you know, is in Aquarius for this year, and what he should expect for himself for this year. And he was like, all of a sudden I started to get lucky, Abby, and I keep thinking about it. So it's kind of interesting how you kind of go through a lot of the transitions from one to the other. But the thing about death energy, Scorpio energy, that Santa Muerte energy, is that once something passes, it opens space for something else. So while you're waiting for the other three, like the third shoe to drop, which, by the way, be careful with that, because sometimes it might not fully come that way, and sometimes we might wish that upon ourselves without it actually being needed. Like, well, actually, you saying like, hey, for me, death comes in threes. You just said, okay, death, boom, 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 Santa Muerte, come to me in threes. Let me go through 3 different types of death. Like, that can be a little rough to handle. So be mindful of how you're communicating that, or setting the precedents for that to like come back, because you never know if like it wasn't supposed to be in threes. But that is very Mercury retrograde of the times, like, for sure. Like, that's definitely hard to navigate. But also meditate on why, and as far as what's opening up for you now. Like, why was that necessarily needed to happen, and what spaces that open up? What are you supposed to do with that space? Because going through that's definitely really, really sad, especially when it deals with like animals and stuff. Oh my God, that's definitely hard. But that's something you're gonna have to meditate on. You're gonna have to meditate on, like, not only like, okay, what was the purpose, but also a space has been taken, it has been cleared forcefully. You know, it's not like you know, had any hand in it or anything like that. But since the space was cleared, what is supposed to take you know, space now? Like, what is it supposed to be there now? What are you supposed to do with that space, that time, that energy, like all of that stuff? Like, all of that is really, really important when you see like death happening in like a very physical form with the physical realm. That can be something to kind of pay attention to. Yeah, it definitely, there are things that definitely has been happening for reasons. And that's the way that it's been feeling lately. It's been feeling like everything is like, you know, it's a targeted type of thing. Like, it's kind of like nothing is meaningless right now. And I feel like it's been feeling that way for like the past year or so. But like right now, it really heavily feels like, no, whatever happens for a reason. So definitely a powerful time. But I'm really, really sorry that happened to you, because that's just really sad. Especially if you, like, you know, are with that pet a lot of the time and taking care of them. Talking about dogs. Luna's protecting the home right now. That's what she's doing. Anyway, I said Luna. I meant Pam. I have a question. What tarot deck did you use last week? It's like the regular Right Away tarot, but slightly different visuals. Last week for the weekly healing circle, I assume you mean. Let me see. It might have been the after tarot. Pink, relax. She's such a little dog, but she swears she will fight you. She swears she's gonna fight you. Let's see. Weekly healing circle. Pink. Relax, baby. Nobody's dying. Relax. Okay. Pink. No. Okay. Weekly. I'm looking for it. Hold on. It might have been the after tarot though. Like 100% probably based on what you described it as is probably the after tarot. Weekly. Yeah, it would have been that one. That was the last weekly healing circle before this one. Okay. 1 second. I'm just gonna see if I can confirm that is that the one. Wait. It's like loading, but it's like the live is so long that I have to like click on the other. Wait. There we go. Yep, it's the after tarot. That's what it's called. It's called the after tarot. So that whole deck is based on, whatchamacallit. That whole entire deck is based on the moment right after the original like Rider-Waite. So when you look at the Rider-Waite and you see like the Seven of Pentacles or like you know, the Eight of Wands or whatever it is, it shows the moment right after. So it's meant to be it's a really good tarot deck to use to I use it a lot with tarot, like the original Rider-Waite, because sometimes I like to see, okay, so how is the energy shifting? So it's a really good one to like play around with. So yeah, I really recommend that one. It's one of my favorites. I had a question. Oh no, that was the same question. I think I might have an idea why both happened, and they're both open. Both to open an option. That's what I mean. Yeah. Think it is too. Okay. Shout out to you and your partner. She got to wake up before she be up all night. Dogs are cool. No, Pink is definitely she's just very protective. Pink is just very protective. She's a Libra, so you know she doesn't like people come into her space and stuff. So I'm gonna break down the whole like weekly oracle community oracle bowl, so you guys can pick out your cards if you would like to. So I'm gonna try to eventually incorporate this to do this every week, but for now it's bi-weekly. But bi-weekly we'll come together in this live and we'll do some oracle pulls for this week. So if you are a Patreon member or if you are a channel member, you can go ahead and drop your question and I'll start pulling an oracle card for you. You can go ahead and pick from these oracle decks, or you can let me pick whichever one you want based on your question. You have the choice from the Enchanted Map oracle deck, the Butterfly Life Changes oracle deck, the Flower Therapy oracle deck, the Sacred Symbols oracle deck, Archangel Michael oracle deck, the Isis oracle deck, Mary Queen of Angels oracle deck, Archangel Raphael oracle deck, Archangel Gabriel, and the Romance Angels. So definitely if you want to ask a question, you can go ahead and do that. How do you become a member? So if you look right under where the subscribe button is, there's a join button right next to it. If you click that it will take you to the becoming a member spiel. Is what I'm gonna call it. But that's how you would become a member. I love me some Pink. Everybody loves Pink. Listen. Pink has lovers in every zip code at this point. But she's just so cute. She's so cute and like fat. My baby. Oh, there it is. I hopped on your YouTube and sat my phone down and then my phone scrolled to this video. I assume Spirit has a message for me today. I'm ready to receive. That's so funny. Well, welcome to everybody. So yeah, Lana, if you guys, those channel members, Patreon members, if you want to drop your question, I can go ahead and start pulling cards for y'all, and we can chat about what's going on. But yeah, eventually I'll probably do these once a week. But I think bi-weekly for now, they're like a doable thing, for the most part. But yeah, definitely lots of Oracle decks. And as much Oracle decks as I already have, I still have to get more. Is recently my sister came like to visit me, and she saw like the way I have my library set up with all my cards, and she was like, "Oh my god, you have so many decks." And I was like, yeah. Yes, I do. It is definitely part of like, I personally think for what I do, I need to have like many different ways to tap and different decks to tap into, because so many different decks have different energies and different like ways that they communicate. Like this one, for example, the Enchanted Map Oracle deck, this one, yo, this one be reading y'all to the filth sometimes. I know that y'all remember when I used to use this all the time in the chakra healing videos and stuff. Oh my god, like these were like, woof. Oh my god, this has a very saucy, I feel like, personality. Like it's straight to the point, but it kind of reads you to the filth. Like all of my Oracle decks have a different types of personality, and even with the Archangel like Oracle decks, they're all very saucy sometimes. Like they be like compounding kind of messages on top of each other, which I find very like just funny. Because sometimes one archangel says one thing and the other one is like, I'm gonna co-sign that. Thanks. So it gets really, really funny when it comes to like working with archangels. The Isis Oracle too, like working with Aset, this deck is actually really, really accurate, I feel like. Lana, I would love to see what my Saturn return has in store for me. It's going pretty good so far. I hope it stays that way. You pick the deck. Saturn return. Ooh. Okay, so for that one, 100%, we are going to do the Life Changes Butterfly deck, because this is the one that is for life changes. And when you're like on your Saturn return, it's literally about those life changes. Like literally it's about that life. It's about that life. So what does Lana have to expect for her Saturn return? What does her Saturn return have in store for her? Ooh. Okay. Y'all, you gonna laugh so hard. Okay, so the first one is get some rest. Okay, so this is gonna be that unexpected, weird kind of thing that you kind of get from Saturn that you didn't expect that you were gonna get. And that's if you've been overextending your energy, overusing your energy, giving people too much of your energy, not giving enough energy to yourself, not like whatchamacallit, not working like towards your own joy, or not even like taking vacation time, not like trying to like go see the world. Like if you're not trying to relax, is if you still have vacation time accrued at your job, like all of these kind of things, this is when Saturn is just it's gonna make you get some rest, whether like forced or by will. And it's better to do it by will, especially if you know this energy is present there, because a problem with Saturn taking you out by force is that he'll make it a health issue. Like he'll make you like not be able to walk for 6 months, and then you have to like regain your strength. So it's depends on where your karmic levels are. You guys know I do this thing called karma points, because I'm a Capricorn, so you know I like to live my life in a very authentic way to me. So when I feel like, okay, you know, I've been doing my thing, I've been working hard, I've been doing that thing, I call that karma points accruing. Okay, anytime I am doing it in alignment with my spirit, I'm doing the correct thing, I'm not, you know, falling on bad habits, X, Y, Z, and B, I call it karma points. So sometimes when your karma is like on the negative, he will, you know, kind of manifest on a negative way. But when your karma is on a positive and you've just been doing the thing, you've been taking care of yourself, you've been healing, you've been working hard, like you've been doing all of the things that you need to do, then your karma points is like on the positive scale of things. And that's kind of how I like to interpret working with Saturn's energy sometimes, because he can seem like such a harsh planet to work with, but in many ways it's like if you earned it, you can benefit. If you didn't, you can't benefit, and you will get reprimanded for it. It's the same thing like if you're at work and you're, you know, calling out all the time and you're not like, you know, doing the work that you're supposed to do, you're taking too long, you're like being lazy, you're lacking, you're disappearing in the middle of the day, obviously you're going to get fired. But if you are, you know, doing everything that you need to do, having, you know, all your things dotted and, you know, all the lines crossed, then it's going to be a little bit different. The vibe is going to be a little bit different, because then you're going to be able to benefit from those actions. So that's what I call my karma point system with Saturn. But for you, you're going to have to include getting rest within that time. And this is really important, because if Saturn is showing up and telling you that you need to pull back a little bit, you need to dial it back and focus more on you, that means that you need to tap into your Venus energy a lot more, and try to relax. This also connects with Neptunian energy as far as like dream work and the dream realm, the subconscious realm, and just being in a state of relaxation. Now that it's like, you know, Saturn's in Aquarius, because Aquarius energy connects to like the meditative state, that crown chakra energy. For you, this is going to have to be more consistent meditations. So you're definitely going to have to like dial it back and try to be very well rested. If you're not getting enough sleep, that's a no-no. If you are not, you know, putting in more time for your self-care, that is a no-no. If you are like literally giving everybody else your energy except for you, that is a no-no. And so you have to watch it, because I'm telling you, if you overextend yourself to others and not to yourself, Saturn will literally take you out of the game. He'll be like, well, you obviously forgot how to play the game, so I'm gonna just take you out. You're gonna be sitting in the bench for 6 months. So you want to make sure that you're like good with that. The second one is sobriety. Okay, so this is a cute one, because this goes hand in hand with any type of addictions that you might be having. And this addictions, and as far as being sober about something, connects both to any type of things that you're addicted to, from candy to people to trauma to relationships to habits to experiences to being treated a certain particular type of way consistently and just taking shit from people. It's kind of like sobering up and saying, okay, you know what, I am not the vessel for anybody else's like toxic words. I am not going to take this shit from anybody. I am not going to do the XYZ. I'm not doing it. I am not the one. Thank you. I'm going to move forward very, very, very well rested. And I'm not going to, I'm going to move forward very relaxed state of mind. Like, I'm not trying to overstress myself. I'm not trying to like overdo it. Like, I'm not trying to have a very stressful life. That's not what I'm meant to do. Like, I get that I have a lot of things to do, but you're not trying to like catch me and then put me down at the same time. Like, it's just not gonna work out. The other one is be true to you. Okay, and 100%, this is so accurate for every single Saturn return. And a lot of people have a hard time understanding that a lot of the way that Saturn manifests in your life may seem like he may wreck a lot of different things, and, you know, remove certain friendships, certain relationships, certain move you out of a different state, move you to a different home, move you to a different thing. But then when you look back at the like 2 to 3 years that he was, you know, doing all the things that he was doing, you look back and you're like, oh wow, I grew up a lot. I'm way more stable. I have what I need. I'm set up for success for the next 20, 30 years, which is exactly what he wants. And ultimately it comes down to being true to you. Like, Saturn comes in and then he shakes up your like energy, your area, your surroundings, to the point where he's like, okay, well, this is not gonna last. This friendship sucks. You don't benefit from it. This person gotta go. This relationship is not gonna last. They're not trying to marry you anyway, so you gotta go. This gotta go. That gotta go. This has to come in. In order for that to come in, you need to move 2 states that way. So it's a very like I'm trying to keep you true to you. At the end of the day, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make you benefit from this growth, from these shifts, from this transition that you are taking with me. Because it's like basically, it's kind of like having training wheels with Saturn for the next 2 to 3 years while he's, going through your Saturn return. It's a little bit like training wheels. Like, okay, we got you to like, the almost the 30s. Okay, we're getting you here, but then I need you to be ready for the next 30 years after I leave you. I can't have you just, being an emotional wreck. I can't have you being unstable. I can't have you being like financially stuck or like suffering. I can't have you like stressing out and having like panic attacks and anxiety attacks because you're like stressed out about giving people your energy and your time. Like, that's not what we're going to do. I'm trying to set you up for success, and for that I need you to calm down. I need you to get some rest. I need you to like sober up, reanalyze the things that you've been very, very attached to, because some of that stuff is not true to who you are, and so I'm going to remove them. And that is what you should expect from your Saturn return. Whatchamacallit? A Novell, a join next time. Oh, okay. I will post it for you so you can see it. Hold on. But I hope that made sense for you, because that's what it is. That's literally what it is. Let me, where is it? Hold on. So I can, I know I have it on, hold on. Oh wait, it's over here. I just totally forgot. And there we go. Okay, so here's the link so you guys can see it. Hold on. She said you read me. Y'all, I'm telling you, these cards, y'all. The cards. It's the cards. It's always the cards. But that's honestly what's gonna happen, especially because, ooh, hold on. Let me put this link so then I can answer the question. Hold on. Ooh, there we go. And there you go. Okay, so it's crazy. I'm a home heal, aid, and take care of my mom and dad. And in 2020, my cousin passed, and now I have to make sure my aunt is good. But I also stopped drinking. I was out of control. So you heard me. I'm telling you, like, the next 3 years is gonna be it's gonna be a shift. Definitely look at where Saturn and Jupiter are transiting for this year, because a lot of those shifts you're gonna start noticing them happening a lot faster this year because of Jupiter. Jupiter's making everything like, because he only has a year to have an effect and an impact. So Jupiter's like, oh, so it's about money. Yes. But you're gonna have to look at your financial health, the things that you value. So the second house is definitely like a very value house, but obviously we all value money. That's something that we all like use in life. So definitely your finances are a big one. So if you have been misusing your finances, not setting yourself up with your finances, not having like a nest egg, not like investing, not having different streams of income, Saturn is going to be doing some twangs. But definitely the things that you value are important as well, because at the end of the day you have to understand that your second house, while has a huge focus on finances, Taurus values all of the things, because that the house is ruled by Taurus. Taurus values all of the things. It values food, okay? It values a lot of things in particular. That's why they can be hoarders sometimes, you know what I mean? It values like looking good, because the Taurus is out here looking good, okay? It values knowing what's new in, like what are people into. It values connecting with others. It values like music. It values the arts. Like, it's not just about, oh, it's money. It's about value. So it's like, okay, so what do you value, and what have you been valuing too much that you need to sober up on? That's what that is. I am telling you, that is what that is. So that's what you should expect for the next listen. It shouldn't be bad though. Like, by the time you come out of it, you should be like, wow, I grew up a lot. This was a needed transition. Did I ask for it? No. But did I need it? Yes. So yeah, it's definitely something that's life-changing in a very beautiful way, I would say. It's so funny because I just went through my Saturn return and I had a great time. I had a really great time. I was like, you know, it feels exactly the same as being a Capricorn. Like, I don't get what the problem is. Because my Capricorn's dealing with my Saturn's in Capricorn. So now that Saturn's in Aquarius and it's hitting my 7th house, I'm like, I get it, guys. I am getting married. The focus is gonna switch into family and partnerships. Like, I get it. I get it. But I've had a lot of Saturnian presence throughout my life, so I've been Gucci, you know. It's been a Gucci ride. A lot of stuff went down though, but I am better for it. Is what I'm gonna say. So anybody else who wants to ask a question, so I can pull an oracle card for you guys, go ahead, and if you want to drop a super chat, or if you are already a member or a Patreon member, go ahead and drop your question and pick your oracle card. I'm gonna bring them up again so you guys don't forget which ones they are. The Enchanted Map deck, okay. Lana was the one who said that. Wait, who was it? Yeah, Michaela said this one right here to the Philip last time, because it's true. This deck, y'all, it's too much sometimes. The Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, the Romance Angels, okay. It's a lot of love stuff going on this month, y'all. The Butterfly Oracle deck, the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck, the Flower Therapy Oracle deck, the Mother Mary Oracle deck, and the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, which I've been using a lot lately for many reasons. Hold on, I'm trying to read like all the messages I didn't get to read before. Yeah, the map deck read me to the filth last time. Yeah, it's a really good deck to use. I feel like it's really powerful for understanding what, like, it's kind of the way it works. I feel like the way this one works is that you knew what the issue was anyway, and you dared ask, and so it's gonna dare to answer back, like, but in a very like sassy kind of way. Like, I just feel like it's such a great deck. This is a really great deck. This was one of my, when I first got it, I was like, oh my god, she thick though. She thick, but totally worth it. And I felt like it does the job that I needed to do. And the artwork is really pretty too. This one, it just reminds me of like fairies and just really visual. Like, I just feel like this deck is really cool. Like all the colors and everything. So yeah, let me know if anybody else wants me to pull some cards for you guys, so that way you guys can get your messages for this week and you're good to go until, you know, next time. And if you guys want a reading, you guys can always book it on my website as well. I'm literally almost booked for February. Like, I'm almost booked for February. And yeah, so I'm not going to be available to like mid-March, because I'm also early March. I'm also pretty booked up. So yeah, I'm booking really fast. But if you definitely want a longer reading, past life reading, if you want to do a astrology reading as well, I've been doing a lot of shadow astrology readings lately. Everybody's just been wanting the shadow astrology readings, which is great, because I feel like shadow astrology like really helps to focus and heal specific things about your natal chart, so that way you're aware of the energy. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been really good. Okay, Michaela, no specific question. You picked the deck. Okay. Let's see. Which one am I feeling? I'm gonna do Archangel Michael, because I've just been doing so much work with Archangel Michael lately. It's just needed. Like, it's just, I feel like you should always at some point check in with Archangel Michael and see what's up, because Archangel Michael knows. Okay, so Michaela, what does Michaela need to know? Ooh, that came out really quick. That came out really quick. Okay, so you got 2 cards. The first one is make a commitment. Okay, and the prayer goes, Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. Okay. And then the next one is the person that you're asking about is trustworthy. And the prayer goes, thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Wow, that's really, really powerful. So, with making a commitment, I feel like when it comes to, especially kind of making a lot of different choices and choosing a direction, choosing a new path, or trying to commit to something, trying to create a new practice, or really push yourself into trying a new thing, this is like a really, really good time for you to make some decisions. And like I said earlier before, when it comes to this specific month right now that we're in, and especially during Aquarius season, is a really high peak of the year, just because that Jupiter in Aquarius and that Saturn in Aquarius really get to play with the rest of the planets and being in this stellium the way that it is. So you do have more of a focus to analyze a lot of different things about your life, whether it's like the things that you've been eating, or the things that you want to try to do, or allowing you to get inspired and try new different things, whether you want to take an online class, or try to travel a little bit more, even if it's by yourself this year, and just like, do an Airbnb somewhere, and just kind of exploring different areas, or allowing yourself to kind of get put into a different place, or even like trying to go back to school, whether it be like online classes, or you just studying a different topic, you making a commitment to what it is that you need, to what it is that you need to experience, not only for your growth, but how you're relating to society. Because when a lot of the time when the commitment card comes along, it's like we are trying to do something that's improving us, but a lot of the time it ends up supporting others as well, whether that be, again, you taking a workshop, you're supporting that person's business as well, and you're also doing you're also helping yourself because you're learning something new. You're allowing yourself to explore a new area of your healing, your life, what you need during that time. And for this, you're definitely going to have to follow your intuition. And I would definitely work with Archangel Michael and pray and say, okay, can you please help me commit? Can you help me be a little bit more better with timing? Can you help me be a little bit more grounded with the decisions I'm making? Like, I've been working with Spirit a lot to stop my wait, hold on, because the card just fell. To stop my addiction to chocolate, okay, especially from last year, because I definitely was eating my feelings. So I asked Spirit, I was like, okay, I'm going to like just stop eating like so much sweets, and stop like working on my emotional healing, because I was just like emotionally eating so much last year from all like the pandemic and everything. And so this year in 2021, I set myself up for success by making a commitment with Spirit and saying, hey, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I'm trying to achieve, this is what I think is the best thing for me right now. Please help me, please ground me, please keep me in please keep me in alignment with myself, please keep me in alignment with my intentions, please keep me like strong in the things that I'm choosing to do for myself, because I do think these things that I'm choosing are good for me, but then I'm having some issues staying on the right path. So just making that commitment, asking and praying to be maintained in that commitment, and then understanding and having awareness of when any kind of those issues come up, when you're like, oh, but I don't want to do it today, and all that kind of stuff, and staying strong, okay, within your commitment. Now, the other question, the other elephant in the room, because I do feel like, especially when it comes to the past couple of weeks, because we are in Aquarius season. Aquarius rules the connection that we have with society, so our friends, and what's going on with, our different types of relationships that we have. When you have the person that you're asking about is trustworthy come up in a reading, that means that there is kind of a level, and I mean, I'm not surprised, because the moon is also in Scorpio, and Scorpios don't trust anybody. I'm not surprised that this is coming up, because I do feel like when it comes to trusting others, or having faith in others, or even confiding in other people, whether it be like at a job and you don't really know them that well, to like you know, a family member, or like your a friend that you've known for a while, or just like kind of being in a flip-floppy kind of relationship where you don't really know like how much to talk to this person about, how much to share with this person about. Like, you can actually trust this person. That the first person that comes to your head when you even think about this, as far as like, you kind of are like one foot in, one foot out, this person that you are like thinking about is actually trustworthy. And there's a reason why they're even in your life in the first place. There's a reason why the connection is there in the first place. There's a reason why you're meant to interact with this person in the first place. And if you have like deeper kind of reasons as to that, I would recommend getting a synergy chart to see like what is the meaning, what is the purpose of the relationship, what are you both supposed to teach each other, is it necessary for you guys to meet. All of these kind of things you can see in a synergy chart. But for the most part, allowing that relationship, that connection, that interaction, that person to hold a presence in your life, and be like themselves, and you are able to interact with them without thinking, I don't know, or you know what, I've been in there before where this, I've had people tell me this and it hasn't worked out. No, this person has there's a reason, there's a purpose, and you're going to have to give it time for you to see why it kind of had to, you know, come into fruition the way that it has. But this you can definitely trust. So that is your message, my love. Okay, so urban healings, butterfly, building stronger connections with my daughter as a busy single working mother is still growing as well. Okay, butterfly, oracle changes. Oracle changes. Let's see. So urban healings, building a strong connection with her daughter. How can she do that? Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh. So, wow. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so the first one that is coming up is body changes. So be very mindful with overeating, or treating your physical body wrong by, you know, whether you're guilt tripping yourself with what you're eating or what you're intaking, or like you're not putting in enough work to your body, like you're not working out, you're feeling sluggish, you're feeling like you're not giving your body the time of day, like it's just you kind of just let it go to sleep, wake up, and then go about your day, but you don't stretch, you don't breathe into your body, you're not doing anything that helps your body. That is a problem. Like this is a problem. You need to change your relationship with your physical body, because you cannot take care of anyone if you are physically incapable. And what's going to happen is that eventually your age, the number will catch up to you, and you will start feeling your knees hurting, you will start feeling back pain, you will start feeling all of these different issues, and you're going to be like, oh my God, what? I was so young like a week ago and now I'm in pain. I would say incorporate yoga, incorporate trying to, even if you can, if you need to wake up a little bit more earlier in the morning, and just give yourself like an hour or 30 minutes to like go do yoga or go on a run and just work on your body, put some fire in your body, put some pep in the step. Okay, it would actually help you a lot more to stay like within your physical realm, stay a little bit more balanced, because it so seems that if you don't, your body will have negative changes. So you can either you have to be conscious of the fact that you're in the middle of this kind of like pendulum swing. It can either you can allow it to set the intention to swing to the positive side, but if you disregard it, it will swing to the negative side. Because our bodies at a certain point, when we're really young, obviously our bodies are like, we good, we can do crazy stuff, we'll break our legs, we'll still be running like a month later, like we can push our bodies to some limits, you know what I mean? But then it gets to a point where our bodies, our weight, or what we're eating, the way we're treating it, it comes up, and then it just starts swinging the other way, and all of a sudden the doctor says you have X, Y, Z, and B, and now you're dealing with that, and now you have the stress of that, and now and it just turns into a whole nother like problem where you're just like beating yourself up about, now you got to take care of yourself because the doctor said that this is what you're doing, and it can cause more problems than you need. So start it off from the bat, have a body focus just as much as you have to think about it like when you're on the plane, you know, when you're on the plane and like they always do the presentation of, you make sure you put the mask on you before you put it on anybody else. You cannot feed anybody, and this is also very Virgo energy. You cannot go ahead and try to heal anybody else or feed anybody else or take care of anybody else if you haven't taken care of yourself first. Because if you do that, if you push all of your energy into somebody else, you will become a complete stone. You will become very heartless, you'll become very numb, you'll become very bored with life, you'll become very like pleasured, like your Venus energy will literally suffer. Like you will have a lot of different issues, and your body, your physical realm will suffer because it's going to eat up that energy, eat up those mental communications, eat up those problems. Like it's just it's bad. Just don't do it. The next one is self-employment. Okay. And so what is it that you're doing now, and how can you do it better in what it is that we're doing right now? So and what I mean by that is, I mean, in regards to the pandemic, I do feel like 2020 and 2021, because we're still going to be dealing with a pandemic, people just have to figure out different ways to make money, different ways to hold themselves together, just different ways to have different streams of income, different ways to still, you know, be able to give to the world, create and share things to the world, and still be able to bring funds and manifest funds and direct funds to come to them and have a healthy relationship with money and finances. And for you, you have the self-employment energy coming through, whether that means you're going to be working from home or remotely, so that way you're actually able to spend time with your kid a little bit easier, or you're just going to do like maybe an online business on the side, or you happen to be very creative and you want to sell some of your work or your pieces, or there's something that you've been thinking about really doing, and now you're like, you know what, I want to build this. I want to be able to like work for myself, work from home, or work and have be the responsible for the finances and not have to work for a company or anything like that. You're getting that energy where you're going to have to like figure out what it is that you want to do, how you want to bring it to the world, okay? How you want to monetize what it is that you do, okay? And quite frankly, listen, I am really good at like telling people, like taking dreams and telling people how to monetize it. So just let me know and I'll let you know, because it's really not hard. As a Capricorn, you can literally talk to any Capricorn and be like, I have this idea, but I don't know how to bring it about. And a Capricorn in like 10 seconds flat will be like, you can do this and then do it like this and then do it like this and this, and then you can do it like this and this, and then boom, a business. Because that's our gift. So it's just, you know, let me know in the comments what it is that you want to do. But it's definitely not hard to be self-employed or create a business or anything like that. And if you get on TikTok, there's like 1 million people on there. Small business TikTok is on fire. Okay, they have all the tips. They can tell you where to get your supplies, where to get your website inexpensively, where you to design your logo. Like, there's a lot of really free resources out there. Do not sleep on what the community and how they can teach you how to grow a business or do what it is that you need to do. Or, you know, if you're creative and you're like a little shy on the business side aspect, how to do it in a way where you're not being stupid and like a super business like about it. Like, there are ways. Like, definitely look for resources. There are free resources out there. It doesn't have to be stressful. It can be very, very easy to do. Even me, I keep my business, like this itself is a business. I keep my business as simple as possible. I try to minimize a lot of the headaches or any type of like things that could come up, because that's too much. I'd rather have it run smoothly than me having XYZ and then everything interact and me getting stressed out. And while I do a lot of different things, because, you know, I do readings, I do consultations, I do like I have the Patreon, I have like the memberships, I'm doing videos for you guys, like I'm always shooting, I'm always doing blogs. Like, yeah, I do a lot of stuff, but I make sure that it works with my energy, that I'm flowing with it, that I'm able to still communicate with you guys, like, and be myself, because you guys know I'm a Gemini moon. I can talk for hours. I can talk for hours. So everything that I'm doing works with my energy. Makes me feel good. I don't feel exhausted. I feel good. I feel like I talk to you guys. Everything's good. And it works as like whatever, if you wanted to put it as a business strategy. For me, I use a lot, it's my voice, how I connect with you guys. I use technology, and I'm creating different products and creating different things. I run the store, all of these type of things. So I try to keep it simple, but working with my energy. And that's something that you're going to have to analyze as to how you want to deliver what it is that you want to bring to the world. But this goes back to this. If you are incapable of taking care of your body, you are incapable of taking care of a business. So do not even try to start off a business, especially on a digital scale, while Saturn is in Aquarius, without taking care of your body first. You will get flames. You will get flamed. The other one is motivation. Okay. All right. Motivation. Why are you doing what you're doing right now? Why do you wake up in the mornings? What is the purpose? What do you want to be at the end of it all? At what, in the way you answer that question tells me what vibration you are on. Okay, because I'm going to tell you what my motivation is. My motivation is to be happy and at peace. Period. Okay, everything else that I do has to fall into that bracket of what I do. I do not want to be stressed out. Do I get stressed out here and there? Sure, that happens. I do not want to be hungry. I do not want to be having a bad time. I don't want to be like frustrated. I don't want to be irritated or annoyed, even though there will be times, of course, that will happen. I'm in the state of my vibration where what I want to do is be happy and be at peace. Everything else falls in there. Love falls in there. Money falls in there. Because if I am happy, that means my money life is happy. That means my love life is happy. That means my family is happy. That means I'm not worried about nothing. If I'm at peace, that means I'm relaxed. That means my body's relaxed. That means I am, chilling. I'm eating good. I'm thinking about it like I'm at the beach and the waves are hitting me. I'm just chilling with my like relaxing. Like that's my motivation, to be happy and be at peace. I didn't say I want to be a bajillionaire. I didn't say none of that. But guess what? If, with the way all of the ideas and the downloads the spirit gives me, and if eventually I become a millionaire and I have all these funds, okay, that's fine. That's great. I'll take it. But guess what? I'm still going to want to be at peace and happy. Those are the two things right there. And so what is your motivation? Okay. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? How do you want to connect? How do you want to live your life? What do you want for your kids? What do you want for the people around you? What do you want for your family? What do you want in life? What is your motivation? What do you wake up in the morning and be like, yo, I love doing this shit. This is what I'm meant to do. This is what I need to do. This is my life. Like, what is it? Motivation. You need to tap into your motivation. And this also connects back to your body. And do not dismiss this. Because sometimes our motivation, and I can tell you this is a Leo rising, I also want to look good. I also want to feel good. Okay? The aesthetics, the outer beauty and the outer feeling and how I feel about myself, that matters to me too. I'm not going to sit here and be harsh on myself about it. But it matters. It matters how my body is feeling. Especially being like spiritual, especially connecting so much with my own energy, being and you're a Leo rising. Listen, okay, listen. I'm gonna need you to get on top of these body changes right now, because if you're a Leo rising, we already like to look good. We have a way that we walk. We didn't practice it since we were kids. It just happened to be perfect when we were kids and started walking. That's the way we just kept it. You know what I mean? We have a way that we extend the aura. We magnetize people to us. We do. That's just a thing. That's a Leo rising powers and abilities here. And so why would you want to be in a state where your body is not in alignment with the rest of the shine? Like if you're gonna shine, you gotta exude the shine. And you have to be motivated to maintain your shine, maintain that aura, maintain that Leo, like, this is who I am, and you hear like energy, you know what I mean? So you have to make sure you're in alignment with your self-care, especially as a Leo rising. Self-care is very important. Okay, if you need to start saving $100 just so you could treat yourself once a month, or a couple things to buy yourself a couple things, or do a little shopping or something, then that's what you need to do, because you have to still take care of yourself in whatever way that looks like for you, because self-care is going to look different for everybody. And for me, it's like, I love to be nerdy. I love to read. Like, I will invest in a book and be like, self-care, bitch. Like, I will be out here doing the weirdest stuff because my Venus is in Aquarius and I'm really nerdy. But I'll also like want to go get my nails did sometimes. I want to go, you know, get all dressed up. And, you know, it's a fun thing to do when you're able to treat yourself and be like in alignment with yourself, and do that lion walk that lions do as a Leo rising, which is naturally gifted to all of us, by the way. And just be like, yeah, this is me. I just walked into the room. What's up? The last one is be true to you. Be true to you. It's a combination of all of these different things, because what you're being called to do, besides like, hey, you need to get back on your motivation. Hey, you need to make sure your body and you are in alignment on a spiritual level, on a physical level. But at the same time, you need to be true to you. You need to make sure that all of that goes with who you are. All of that is authentic to you. You're not making believe that you are something, that you are XYZ. No, you were born to do this. This is who you are. No one's going to take that away from you, and you're just going to let it shine. And it's really interesting how the question that you asked me was about like how to do that while you're also navigating like having a child. But Spirit is like, you need to give yourself more time. Like, you notice how nothing came up about like you taking care of your child in any type of different way or anything like that. No, it's just like, you need to take care of you. Like, you and your child will be fine. That will be fine. But you need to take care of you because you have been neglecting you. You see how that, like, it just, the focus, the question was here, and Spirit was like, but the answer is right here. Like, y'all, listen, and that is your reading, boo. I hope that made sense. She said, whoa, I'm being read. Y'all, I'm telling you, these cards. My sister Natalie wants to know about her job. You picked the deck. Okay, I got you, boo. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just put these back. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so we're going to be doing the Enchanted Map Oracle deck for this, because there's never a time where, you know, I'm doing the Oracle readings and I don't want to use that deck for somebody, because it's the one. Okay, so Natalie wants to know about her job. Natalie wants to know about her job. Oh, wow. And first of all, listen. First of all. Okay. Wow. First of all, I'm going to need Natalie to get some sort of protective. I don't mean this in a bad way or anything like that, because the cards are not like bad. But the first one that came up was Talisman. And the second I saw it, I was like, oh, she needs to be wearing something at work. Like, she needs to have some sort of crystal, some sort of protective something, or even just like citrine, because of the way the cards came up. You have Talisman, Strength, Flying, and Field of Dreams. So the way I see it is like, you need a little bit of a pep in your step. So I would say citrine. That's like the crystal that I'm actually thinking about for this. But you need to be carrying something. You need to be carrying citrine in order to, and you need to charge it with intention. Like, hey, when I'm wearing you, I need you to help me shine in my place of work. I need you to help. It's also, citrine is great for business and jobs and work. It's like the crystal that I always use to get a promotion and stuff like that. It's just amazing. And it's a really lucky crystal. So, and it also keeps you very happy. It makes it it makes you incapable of being angry when you're wearing it, which is a little bit annoying when you just, you know, want to snap at somebody. You know, I'm from New York City, so sometimes I'd be like trying to snap at somebody, because somebody, you know, people try to come at you sideways sometimes, and then the citrine will be like, no, we're happy, we're great, we're having a good time. Like, Serious. I'm honestly being 100% serious. But you're gonna need to grab a citrine. You're gonna need to wear it. If you want to wear it every day, you can. But if you want to wear it while you're in your place of work, or if you're trying to get a job and stuff like that, then you're going to need to have that on, because it's a very, very lucky stone for that. And it helps to amplify your energy through your solar plexus. That's why citrine is such a powerful crystal, because it works with your solar plexus in order to help you shine, in order to help you like be bright. Now it is almost like a Leo rising kind of access. It's kind of thing. Like that's what that citrine does. It really exudes the energy. It really says, wow, look at this person. They're so great. They're so happy. They're so, oh my God, you know what? I'm thinking about them for this role. I'm thinking about this person. They've been doing such a great job. Like you really will shine with using citrine. Okay. Whoop, there it is. Leo. Okay. So if you need to work with citrine, that's because there's something up with the way you've been using your Leo energy. And so you must need to shine brighter than you have been previously. Citrine helps to heal the solar plexus. So if she's a Leo already, then has been a misuse of her energy, and something needs to come back to alignment as to how she's been working with her energy, how it's being expressed, how people are taking her energy as well, especially in connection to strength. So some things have been going down that has been like kind of knocking or trying to, you know, how do I explain it? Trying to like kind of knock you off your feet in a way. Like let's say you're just like you're in the game and all of a sudden you kind of get knocked up and you're like, oh, I'm kind of, you know, I'm taking them back. I'm gonna just go sit down. It's almost like she needs to tap into her strength, needs to tap into her boldness, needs to tap into her cat energy. Like I'm getting very like segment energy. I'm also like for some reason seeing someone walking down a runway, like because that's a catwalk. That's how cats walk. So there's this need to tap into your strength, tap into like that vibe where you're just like, I'm good, I'm in control, I know what I want, I know what I love, I know what I'm doing, I'm in alignment with this is what I need to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like it is, there's just like this focus, this need for you to be and tap into more of your strength. And that's that solar plexus energy. So I recommend doing some more solar plexus meditations, okay? Because it's going to help you work with your energy more. It's going to help you make choices. It's going to help you direct your life. It's going to help you be like a little bit less shy and less like, you know, like kind of pushed away. It's going to help you push you into the next step. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so train to tap into that strength, tap into that boldness. The other thing about it is that you're getting flying and field of dreams. So there's an element about you that needs to be more out there. So think of like being like kind of shy, but you need to be J-Lo in that kind of sense. Like there's a kind of sense here that there's more that needs to happen with you. There's more that needs to there's more that you need to do. There's more there's more space that you need to take. Like you need to completely ascend into a different level. Like you're currently, if you think that this is just who you are, that's not necessarily true. Like you need to actually be on a completely different level. Like there's more to you, there's way more potential, and who you truly are has not yet been achieved by you. And if you've, as a Leo, you know, Leos can be very stubborn because you guys are a fixed sign, and so it can be a little bit difficult to try to do something different than you have been doing it already. But this is about letting you win, letting you shine, letting you thrive, letting you succeed, letting you like attain the things that you need to attain. If you allow yourself to work with your tools, not only will you get the strength to, you know, even walk up to your boss and be like, hey, you know what, I want this position, right? This is something that I used to do all the time, by the way. I would use my Leo energy so much. One of the things, okay, that I used to do all the time at work, I would tell every single manager, I'd be like, I want to be this. That's what I want to do. Like, I would just bring it up in conversation. Like, just so you know, that's what I want to do. I want to be this. I want to be, that's what I want my next role to be after this. And you know what would happen when the promotion seasons would come around? Everybody would like, I would hear all of them sometimes. Like, I would catch them talking. They'd be like, oh, I know Abby wants to do this. I think this person wants to do this, but I know Abby told me she wants to do this. So then not only will I get into those conversations, but I'll also end up getting the job and getting that promotion, because they'll remember that I was very clear in stating my intentions. Again, with that solar plexus energy, very bold, having that strength, like, just, that's what it is. That's honestly what it is. Like, just so you know, this is what I want. At some point, you're going to be the person that's going to have to give it to me. So I just want you to have that in awareness. So this is kind of like manifestation by planting a seed into somebody else's brain of what's gonna happen anyway. So it's really about allowing yourself to fly, allowing yourself to drive, allowing yourself to grow and be what it is that you want to be. And this includes if you're trying to grow within a company or get a new job or even create your own company or build your own brand or anything like that. This is something like there's like this potential of, especially with this Field of Dreams card, of being anything that you wanted to be in the world. And that's kind of a rare occurrence for some people, because some people settle. But for you, you're getting told you don't need to settle, okay? You don't need to settle. You have tools that you can use to maintain your strength and allow you to level up, allow you to continue to push towards your dreams, allow you to keep working on the things that you need to work on, allow you to keep magnetizing people, keep having people who look at you and say, oh my God, that's the person. Yeah, oh my God, you're the one. I just love your energy. I just vibe with you. You know what? I have this thing, and boom, you just get connected. Like boom, 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 boom. You have to allow yourself to be that lucky, okay? Because the fire signs have like have a lot of luck. They get it from that Aquarius. Not Aquarius. That's Sag energy, because Sagittarius is the luckiest sign in in astrology. But Leos get very lucky as well, because they exude love, they exude strength, they exude power. It's like the sun. Think of you as the sun. The sun will have to shine every day. So every single day, allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to come through with this light. Yeah, it's gonna be cloudy. Sometimes somebody's not gonna want to look at your sunlight. Sometimes other people gonna want to be in the rainy days and get a little, in the feelings. But guess what? You still gonna be shining somewhere. And that is what's important. Okay. I think there was it's a lot of messages, guys. Hold on, let me drink some water. Oh my God, the readings today have been so on point. I'm so sorry that this isn't a wish relay, but I feel like you guys can help me, my friend. Ask me, and I don't know. Well, I said, wait, what? That cool reader, I'm confused by the comment. She's a Sagittarius moon too. Oh, okay, then she's Gucci then. She just gotta get lucky. you just gotta do the luck thing. Listen, Sag placements will get you in any room, will make you win the lottery, will make, like, there was this one Sag that I used to know years back, and she had like a stellium Sag. She will pick up like a lottery ticket and he like just randomly be like, watch this. She'd be like, Abby, watch this. And I'm like, okay, fill it out. Boom. She will win like $200 every single time. That's how lucky she was. Like Sagittarian energy, walk around thinking and knowing that you are the luckiest person in the world, and you will be, because you probably are. But when it comes to Sagittarius moon, you will be lucky emotionally. So you have to emotionally connect with your luck energy. So if your intuition is telling you, hey, go talk to this person, or you know what, this person has something to say, or you know what, go talk to your boss right now, they're feeling good, or whatever it is, you're gonna get really lucky. Like a powerful process. Also, do you know any confidence crystals? That would be the one wait. You read her to the filth. I'm laughing. I read all of y'all to the filth today. Do you have any? Citrine is like my favorite confidence crystal. I will just say that, by the way. I didn't understand the other thing that you said though. That cool reader. whatchamacallit. But yeah, no, citrine would be my favorite out of like a lot of different solar plexus crystals, as one of the biggest confidence crystals out there, just because of what it does. It's just such a powerful crystal, y'all. Anyway, so we've been out here for an hour 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off because it's getting late. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this week's weekly oracle poll. Also, before I leave, do not forget to go sign up for the workshop because tickets are selling out and there's not a lot of them left. I think there's like 3 tickets left, to be honest. And I want to make sure everybody who wants to come can partake. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be decoding relationship energies. Okay, so it's going to be fun. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the join button if you want to become a member, or if you want to be a Patreon. The link will be down below after I, edit the description box. And I will see you loves in the next video. Okay, have a good night, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed the readings and got their messages. Bye. I was gonna do this. Bye.